Speaking of, I kind of want to get this off my chest in a way because this is. I shared a. Give me 1 second, guys, because I can't remember where I put the video. I wanted to talk about something. It was regarding to Andrew Tate, because I see a lot of people, even the guy I was speaking to in the pub last night, he was like, yeah, Andrew Tate is great and all this sort of stuff. And I need to sort of get this off my chest because there is some Tate hate, and it is well-deserved Tate hate, because at the end of the day, guys, you have to realise Andrew Tate is primarily, he is a con artist, right? That is his number one goal in life is to con people, right? So everything that comes out of this guy's mouth can never be taken, yet it has to come with a pinch of salt, because it's a grift at the end of the day. And let me show you, because, Paul Joseph Watson, he kind of, I do like Paul Joseph Watson. I like his, I don't like him as a person. I think he's a bit pessimistic as a person, but his videos are very funny. So this Tate thing, right? Let me go. See, Paul Joseph Watson makes very funny videos, but he's kind of, even though he's older than me, I think he's near pushing 40 now. He kind of has this image that men need to be like Andrew Tate. And I was speaking with someone yesterday, and they generally think, oh yeah, Andrew Tate, yeah, he's great with women. And it's like, he is the most extreme form of that kind of alpha trait, if you know what I mean. It's almost because we've had a society, it's like an elastic band, yeah? We've had society for the last 10 to 20 years telling us that men are bad, men need to be more sensitive, men need to be, and you can't be a man, it's toxic masculinity, all of this, yeah, to the point that we're producing these, almost like a factory line, we're producing these soy boy kind of people, these men, these feminized men, to the point where society, like subconsciously, have got so that the elastic band's gone so sick of it that it's just ricocheted. The elastic band gets ricocheted and it's just flown over there, and it's produced people then like Andrew Tate, and he is not a good guy, but a lot of men are not seeing this, and it needs to be. So listen to like,
because a month after their arrest and 9 months after the official investigation into all this began, there is no trial and there are no charges. Yet the Tates continue to be locked inside a cage on the premise of social media posts, accusations, and hearsay starting. Obviously wrong here.
Ask the police what evidence there is against me.
That's the brother.
Ask the police what evidence they have against me.
The Matrix is trying to frame me, but God knows the truth. There's no evidence in my file because I've done nothing wrong.
Why are some of the supposed victims included by the prosecution openly announcing that they're not victims and that they support the Tates? And even when they personally try to remove themselves from the case file, they're denied the right to do so.
I'm making a public request for the court to remove me as a victim from the case file. Neither me nor Beatrice are victims in this case. Ever since I found out that we are set as victims in the files, I've been telling the court to remove me, but they choose to ignore it and refuses to do so. There are no victims in this case, and I am not a victim. We have been given 3 statements so far, clearly saying we are not victims, but our statements keep getting thrown away.
Tate's ex-girlfriend also addressed this issue.
The very same 2 girls came forward repeatedly saying that they're no victims, and they even said that.
Right. Okay. Let me just tell you what this is. Right. I mean, I could really just. Let me find it. Where was it? The reason why those girls are saying that is because there's 2 things here. One, they are prostitutes that have been broken in by their whore master, by their pimp, Andrew Tate. And they're basically, there's 2 ways to look at this, yeah? It's just my opinion, yeah? And they're struggling with Stockholm Syndrome. They're also probably crack addicts, yeah? They're probably hooked on something. And obviously they need their new hit. They need their hit. And basically they want Daddy Tate back out in order to fix them. Because they probably have to go and work now low bar work, low income jobs, whereas before they were getting multi-thousand pounds. So this is all a con, guys, right? You have to understand this. Now, just let me find what I need to talk about.
On his word, and he does as well.
Go tell the camera that I beat you and you don't do as I say. Go say it in English, proper English, no Slovak bull. Say it to the camera.
He beats me when I don't listen.
That's not what I said. Say it. I said I said tell the camera I beat you when you don't do as I say. I didn't say the word listen. Did I say the word listen? Did I say the word listen? Stupid bitch. I didn't say the word listen. Did I say listen? Did I say listen?
No.
Look at the camera. Did I say listen?
No.
Did I say listen to you? Did I say it?
No.
Did I say it? Look at the camera. Look what happens. You don't listen. Look at the camera. Why are you getting hit? Why are you getting beaten?
I don't listen.
You don't listen. You do as I say.
So these women, basically, they're basically just hooked on this guy, and they'll say anything. Remember, it's a con. I'm sure that all of the Andrew Tate people who work in Cobra U, or whatever the hell it's called, Tate University, which people have nicknamed Hustle U, because it's basically a school to create more con artists, essentially. I'm sure that Andrew Tate and his brother have put in some kind of plan that they're going to basically bribe these women who have very little values, because I'm going to show you what they do as well, for the big money that Andrew Tate receives. Is that... And they're probably hooked on drugs, and they're basically the Tate people have said to these girls, say what you're saying now. Basically, it's a way of like bribing witnesses, etc., stuff like that, to say all this sort of stuff, right? So that's going on. Now let me show you what these women and what they get up to. Okay, and listen, I'm going to play this entire segment.
To think that when I see David, my heart breaks in two. I don't think, you loser. I feel bad when I see this guy. Click on him. You showed a bunch of videos of him.
All the time. I can't wait to start this new life.
No.
Living in the RV full time, and I want to share that.
That's the juggling of transportation.
She is 27 years.
So anyway, here's Andrew Tate explaining what he does to guys like David.
And maybe this is a bit bad. Here's where the famous would start. So it'd be good, like, I had a lot of girls who worked for me, and the best was like the Ukrainians or the Russians.
These are the girls,
it was amazing. So get some guy, fall in love, they'd arrange today to meet, all this shit, I need a visa. Okay, get a visa. I need money for a visa. Okay, how much is a visa? It's $900. No, but it's not $900 because I went to the embassy. They think I'm a risk, and I need a return flight there and back, and I need a hotel. I need to have spending money in my bank account. They won't let me come. Or how much you need? All right, 10 grand. Boom, it's 10 G's. Boom, thanks.
Wow.
Go to the embassy, take a picture outside the embassy, boom, come back. They rejected my visa. They said we have to wait 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, they'll give it to me. Okay, baby, boom. 2 more weeks of tips. Boom, 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 boom. Because now he thinks he's good, right? Thinks we get the girls. Now he's spending more than ever. 2 weeks. 2 weeks come. Some other problem.
I don't like that drink on
visa,
the couch.
whatever. We make up some bullshit, right?
All these OnlyFans chicks can learn from you, man.
Oh, man,
no, but you know, like a free
people watch
free OnlyFans tutorial.
Yeah,
here
people would say, why did those girls work for you? Because the girls would work for me, and at 50%, because it was 50-50, would make millions per month.
And also, he beat the crap out of them when he broke them in as a pimp, in order so they get Stockholm syndrome and they are always reliant upon him. That's also, he won't say that. But this guy is an absolute scumbag. And people like Paul Joseph Watson, they're defending this guy. And Paul Joseph Watson bangs on about high value, conservative values, and we need to go back to that. And that idiot, because if he's defending someone like this, I'm sorry, you're an idiot. Because it's so, what it is, he's caught in the cult of Tate, the cult of personality, the tribalism. He's caught in that. And he can't say that people. You can't see that people like Tate, people like Elon Musk are absolute scumbags, and they are not on your side. And all these young men, they're being totally hypnotized, like a mass psychosis, to think that Andrew Tate is the good guy or something like that, right? Now, there are no good guys in this, like the Romanian authorities. I'm sure they're scumbags as well, right? But to think that this guy actually has, and then he's brought, and it's like he's like a psyop, whether he's just a useful idiot and he doesn't realize he's being used, or he is knowingly part of the psyop, and he gets onto Piers Morgan, he gets onto all of the big top American chat sort of shows, he goes on to all of this, and then all of the young people who watch it, they treat this guy like a god. And then again, it's a way of, no more family values, all this sort of stuff. Yeah, just become like this guy, become a total charlatan, and society overall becomes more degenerate. And listen to this, keep going, listen to this. And just anyone on the chat who generally thinks that this guy has any, please say in the comments that he has any kind of, if you're a fan of his, and please tell me why. And because this feels like cultish tribalism at this point.
If they work for themselves, they make nothing. I was the best in the game. Me, and I had a whole team of staff. The girl would only work 6 or 7 hours a day online.
So how did it end?
Bro, the story's just begun. Oh. You want me to tell you? I can shut up if you want.
So those girls defended him, so I didn't keep interrupting, yeah? He said he only worked like 6 hours, like something like that, yeah? A week or whatever, yeah? Just for doing the stuff that they did. Now that Tate's gone, right? Now that the two Tates are gone, they probably put an ultimatum on those women from Tate's, Tate's not handlers, but the people that he's taught to be a scumbag. Like, yeah, they've gone, well, now Tate, you got a choice. Either you work 40 hours in a bar and get minimum money, or you change your story and you come back and you get thousands and thousands of pounds a month, like tens of thousands, for doing 6 hours work a week. And these women have no values or no morals either, because they trick lonely men who generally are just heartbroken, lonely, and all of that, and generally want some company. They're willing to do that to men. So don't think these women are victims either. They're just as scumbaggy as Andrew Tate.
You could have double dipped and started a coaching to coach these guys too, right?
I could have, but I'll give it all for free because I'm rich already. But so the girl would be online for 6 or 7 hours, but then when she logged off, was sleeping or whatever, on her WhatsApp, I'd have staff. She was online 24 hours a day. Her WhatsApp, her this. She was famoosing when she was asleep. We were bringing in money from the sky. We were promising all these meetings, all these pictures outside of embassies, all this shit. Eventually, the girl, what she would do is she'd say, oh, I don't want to go MC. She'd give a really lame excuse to try and provoke the man to get angry. So she'd say, the embassy want me to come back, but I have a headache. That was the one we'd use. He'd be like, I just sent you $1 million. You promised you were going to come. You said you had to delay. Now you're saying you have a headache and you won't go to your appointment. To make him mad on purpose, because that would annoy any man. And then that's what we needed. We needed a little trigger. And we go, why are you being aggressive? I'm not being aggressive, but you're not serious. And then we'd say, but you know what? I really like you, and I'm flying to the other side of the world by myself, and now you're being aggressive, and now I'm intimidated. And we'd flip it on him, saying, well, now you're being scary. No, I'm not being scary, but you know, it's your appointment. You're supposed to go, yeah, but I feel sick, and you don't even care. Flip it on him.
Look at your phone during an interview.
We were really good at
playing both sides.
Poking him to the point where you go, like, you're a scammer. Scam me, get really mad. I can't believe you think I was a scammer. I was gonna come. I went to the embassy.
Wait, it's not playing both sides. What did that guy just say? It's playing both sides.
No, you're not. It's playing one side.
It's playing one side with different tactics.
Liar. Every man in my life has only lied to me. I thought you were different. Big beef. Big argument. Yep. Big argument. But here's the thing. The guy would get pissed off, right? And leave. Stop tipping her. Stop coming to her. But for these men, that's the only chick in the world, the only hot chick in the world who talks to him. Maybe it takes a week, maybe it takes 2 weeks, maybe it takes 3 weeks. He's in bed at night, alone, off, looking at her old videos and pictures, watching her stream again from another account so she can't see it's him, sitting there going, maybe she was going to come. Maybe I just got too mad when she had a headache. Maybe I should have been a little bit more patient and she would have been my girlfriend. And 100% of the time, in less than 3 months, with an apology, a brand new pile of money, and the cycle would repeat. We killed the game. Millions of dollars a week.
I don't like you.
And it was not just because
I don't like him either, Gavin.
It's not because webcam is easy. It's because I am a genius, and I put together an apparatus of
you're
genius
immoral.
An avatar of beauty, and we conquered the internet.
Yeah, you want to go take advantage of men like that? You want to go take advantage of low IQ, lonely, special needs guy like that? David dude is on the spectrum, clearly.
Yeah, that's what it is, guys. It's not just simply, oh, he's got so much money and he's a fool, like what someone said. It's like these people are like mentally disabled, whether they have Down syndrome, maybe they're in a wheelchair where they're paralyzed from the neck down and they've never had sex and they've never had a girlfriend. It's not just simply it's someone who can walk and walk and has a lot of money and whatever. They're just bad with women. It's more deeper than that. And this scumbag, this Tate, and these horrible, disgusting, degenerate women, like this. It's like it's like, and people go, oh well, yeah, but then it's only because he broke them. He broke the whores. He broke them in. He tamed these women. It's like these women chose. They probably knew exactly what they were going to do. They knew that they might have not been expecting the beatings in order to tame them and make them have Stockholm syndrome to the Tates. But they did have a conscious choice in deciding that I want to be a con artist. I want to take away money from disabled people, from whether they're disabled or not. These people are horrible. This woman, everything. And they're just hooked on that big money now. They're hooked probably on crack or whatever it is, yeah? And they're saying anything now. This is all a scam. Do you remember? Number one thing about, like, just keeping in mind of that video, yeah? Andrew Tate, by trade, by his primary default setting, his factory settings, he is a con artist. And this whole thing is a con. And then the state is propping this guy up. They know he's a con artist, yeah? And they don't really care about these women or anything like that. But then they state the establishment, and they use Andrew Tate, prop him up, and then all of these young boys, like the three that you saw, they all become scumbags like him. And it's a continuous cycle. But then you get morons, in my opinion, like Paul Joseph Watson in this case. He defends them. Is it because he's quite bad? He's not very good with women. I'll just tell you that now, guys. He's not like, I've seen him at parties and stuff, and he's not. It kind of looks like I think he might even be a victim of these women because he's got these ridiculously beautiful women that have no conversation skill whatsoever. And I'm just thinking, has he paid these women or something like that? Like he's in a con. I mean, that sort of thing. I don't know.
Absolutely no evidence. There are no victims. Therefore, there's absolutely zero crime.
Other women, including this Ukrainian refugee, have also publicly defended the Tates.
They are the kindest and smartest guys that I have ever met. And I know them not for 1 month. I know them almost
Who paid for your lips?
years. These guys are not capable of such nonsense.
Okay.
What police says and news say. I'm Ukrainian refugee. It was Tristan who helped not only me, also my mom and my grandma.
Wow, this doesn't feel like acting whatsoever. I wonder if there's you think like there's like a bag of cocaine behind the camera and like someone's waving it there. You want it? You want it? Go and read this script that you're clearly looking at. Go on, read it.
On the border of Ukraine, he gave a lot of warm clothes, coats for children, boots, food.
And you know what's funny as well? Like someone's put a fan behind the camera, because you can see her hair is like lightly waving to make her seem more kind of angelic. You know what I mean? This sort of like the whole thing is a total con.
Everything. Andrew and Tristan, they helped financially a lot. And now you say that they are human traffickers.
This woman kept being banned by TikTok.
Because it's a con, Paul. Paul Joseph Watson, it's a con. Hello.
TikTok and Instagram for showing her support for Andrew Tate.
I just had such a positive experience. I have absolutely nothing negative to say. So to see what's happening
absolutely
right now,
nothing negative. So that video I just showed, absolutely nothing negative to say about Andrew Tate. He's the highest. He's more moral than Jesus. This guy, right? It's just what I mean. These people are just, just listening to Paul Joseph. Well, I'm sorry, he's just an absolute bellend if he thinks that defending this guy is actually a good move. So men look up to this guy, yeah, and this guy is literally zero moral kind of values, yeah.